Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Step out. Oh, I should have had that. It is because of your mercy that we are not consumed. You've been so. I can never regret you. Ooh. Y'all scramble that. Oh God, with me. Lord. Good morning, guys. Okay, so look, I've been studying the word, right? And so for the longest, so first I started hedging. It's like you can never get uh, enough of knowledge, right? Good morning. Thanks for the gifts. Um, you can never get enough of knowledge, right? And then what I've realized too, as you get older, you start to have a different understanding of the Bible. And so I read from the beginning, from Adam, Eve, to Abraham, Isaac, Joseph, Jacob, okay? Then somehow, well, not somehow, let me give credit where it is due. God placed me in the book of Judges. And if anybody knows about the Bible, Judges is a pretty rough chapter, okay? It is. And it's kind of almost like history repeating itself. But yeah, I cried tears because it was so gruesome. And if you have never read the Bible, I highly encourage you to go read it before you make assumptions about it. Check it out. Okay, it's a lot of entertainment in there. And what I end up realizing too is that a lot of movies that were created when it has like war and fighting, they got that from the Bible. All right. So after going into Judges, I ended up going to 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, which is some pretty interesting stories in there. And that, my friends, will give you insight on parenting. Have you ever, or maybe it's you, being a parent, you see your children doing something wrong, but you just say, you know what, may God deal with you. You take no affirmative action to discipline those kids or even to give them constructive criticism. You allow them to be rambunctious and you don't correct them. Well, guess what? In those days, and God is still like this, He will punish you for not doing your job as a parent and correcting that child. So there's a story in there, Eli. Uh, Eli was a high priest. He was a prophet. And Eli had two sons, okay, that were evil. They were wicked. They were raping the women at the church. They were stealing offering from God. They were just evil. And when Eli got the message from a messenger, instead of going to correct them, he just said, I heard what y'all been doing. God, may God deal with y'all. God got mad. So then you have Hannah. She was barren of children. She had a housewife, a sister wife, I should say. She had a sister wife, and a sister wife, like, this is like the story of Abraham, right? Not Abraham. Who was it, y'all? Isaac. Not Isaac. Wait, I didn't get off track. Yeah, Isaac. It's like the story of no. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Joseph. Not Joseph. Jacob. Let's get it together. The story of Jacob. It kind of is like a repeating of it, but it's almost a little different. Okay, so y'all know the story of Jacob. He wanted to marry Rachel, but he was tricked by his uncle to marry the older sister Leah, but he wouldn't find this until after 7 years of working for him. Long story short. So when he marries the sister, Leah's having all the children, but Rachel, she was barren. She couldn't have kids. Well, she wasn't blessed to have them at that time. So anyway, same thing. We go to Hannah. She is not bearing any kids, but the sister wife is bearing all the children. And she would even tease her too. And so they used to, every year, an annual fest would be at the temple where Eli would reside. And she had said in her mind, when she goes to the temple this year, she's going to ask God to bless her to be able to have a child. And when they went to the temple, they would drink wine and they had festivities going off. She went off into a corner. She's praying to God. So if a person would see it, she's like moving her mouth. Eli assumed she was drunk. He was like, have you been drinking? You ain't got drunk. You're talking to yourself. She said, I haven't been drinking. I haven't drunk or ate. I'm praying. I'm asking God to bless me to have a child. And in that prayer, she said, Lord, if you bless me to have a child, I will give him to you where he will serve you for the rest of his life. And when she went home, she laid with her husband that night, became pregnant. She had the child. She did exactly what she told God she was going to do. So then this is when Eli would become the mentor of her son. And his name is Samuel. Okay, so hold on. Let me get my food because I gotta hurry up out of here. I've been trying to get to the gig and get home. I can never repay your love for what you done for me. How you lose my shackles and you set me free. Yes, I made a wood out of no way. I'm a darkness and today. You've been now I'm tired. So while I'm waiting for that to get warm, have a little oil in here. I put too much oil. Dang, I put too much oil in there. Okay. Now I gotta cut up my jalapeno pepper. Okay, I'm gonna finish with this story, y'all. So she has Samuel. She keeps him until she's able to nurse him, about 2, 3 years old. That's when she then takes him to the temple where Eli's at. Eli will become his mentor. Uh, Eli will be about, I think, about 14 when he finds out about who God is. And the way he finds out about who God is very interesting. So she will go visit her son at the temple. And one day, Samuel, I'm forgetting my cheese. One day, Samuel, let me remember what I'm saying. Okay, so one day, Samuel was taking a nap in the priest. He was sleeping, and he heard a voice say, Samuel, Samuel. He gets up, he goes to Eli and says, here I am, you called me? Eli said, I didn't call you. He go back, lay down. He hears, Samuel, Samuel. He gets up, he go, here I am, you called me? Eli said, go back to sleep, I didn't call you. He goes back to sleep, and the third time he hears the voice, and it says, Samuel, Samuel. When he goes back to Eli, Eli realizes that that's the voice of the Lord. So he tells him, that is the Lord. Go back to sleep, and when you hear him call your name, again, say, here I am, Lord, your servant. So this is when he would build a relationship with the Lord. Come on now. All right, so, hold on, that's all I got. Y'all, these crispy onions is good. So anyway, he goes back to sleep. He does exactly what Eli tells him. He says, here I am, your servant, Lord. God tells him a message that will scare him, okay? He tells him that, tell Eli, because he did not discipline his children, his sons, when they were being wicked, he would die for their sins. Tell him it has been said and it is done. So when Samuel woke up, he was afraid. He was afraid to tell him. And Eli came to him and said, what did the Lord say? And so he's scared. And he said, if you don't tell me, I'm going to ask God to put a curse on you. And he said, God said, because you didn't discipline your sons, you're going to die. And he also said that the sons is going to die too, the same day. And so Eli said, well, it is done. If that's what he want to do, is done. Because who going to challenge God? Like, what you going to do? You can't do nothing but accept whatever he say. So a war broke out. His sons go fight. They were the first to be killed on the same day. A messenger goes deliver the message to Eli. Eli is an old man. He's 100 and no, I'm sorry. He's 96 years old, sitting at the gate, the entrance of the city. The messenger comes back and tells him he's in a rocking chair. Eli falls backwards and break his neck, and he died that day with his sons. So that story is similar to Jacob, and this is in the Bible. You can read it in First Samuel. It's gonna give a breakdown. It's like 3 chapters of Samuel. I've been in that thing, okay? Because it's a lot of things. Woo. Baby, you got war. It talk about King Saul. It go from King Saul to King David. Whew. I had to give myself a break. It was a lot going on. This is my salad that I made. I'm about to get ready to get out of here. Happy New Year. It was a lot going on. But guess what? We still got crazy stuff going on in the world today. I can never repay your love for what you done for me. How you look when you set me free. You've been what you've been so faithful. Okay. Oh. My lunch bag. Alright, y'all, I'm about to be high with myself. I hate when my stuff get misplaced. Alright, I got me 3 oranges in my bag. Let me see. Take these grapes with me. These black grapes is so good, y'all. All right, that's my lunch. Got my lunch bag. I am a partner with this company, and this is collagen. When I tell y'all this work, this has been helping me as a truck driver with knee joint pain. It's been a game changer. I'm gonna add the link so y'all can go get y'all some, and also some vitamins. I add the link below. Thanks for coming on my live. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys.